afternoon, parents of Hendricks Day School. Thank you for joining me today. I am in the Hendricks studio, closed circuit studio, in the places where our two anchors usually sit to provide the morning show to our students. So, thank you for joining me again. I'm going to talk to you today about three primary things. One of them is say goodbye, one is say hello, and the other one is wow, what's coming next. To begin, I want to tell you about the teachers who will not be coming back next year and the reasons they're not coming back, and also ask you, the purpose of this is to ask you to be sure to make them feel very special, because they have been very special to your children. The first person I'm going to talk to you about has been with me for 25 years. Mrs. Eber and I have been at Hendricks Day School the longest of anybody on campus. I think I preceded her by probably 4 or 5 years. Mrs. Eber is leaving us because she wants to spend more time with grandchildren. And a lot of us are beginning to get to that stage where we do want to spend more time with our grandchildren. The next person is Miss Leslie Wilbur, and I would not even be able to list all the things Mrs. Wilbur has done for us in her 11 years here. The newsletter you get every Friday goes through her hands. She has been instrumental in grading programs and so many things, as well as instruction of teachers and children. So the impact Leslie Wilbur leaves behind is enormous. The next person who is leaving us is Miss Susan Stepp. Susan is a career educator. She's been teaching all of her life, just about, and she is ready to do something different. All of these people have interests that they want to pursue beyond Hendricks. The next person leaving is Miss Bethany Erickson. Bethany came to us 4 years ago as a JU intern, and she has been with us for altogether 4 years. She is going back to school to get a degree in library science. She loves reading, and she wants to pursue that part of what she enjoys. And finally, the last person who is leaving us is Miss Linda Langham. Linda has been in our admissions department as long as I've been head of school. Linda has had some grandchildren here. She is now having her daughter, going to be a grandmother with her daughter's child in Texas, and she wants to spend time with that new grandbaby. So these are all good reasons, these are all good things to happen, and we need to wish these people good luck, but at the same time, we need to make sure that we tell them how much they have meant to us and to our children. Now, with there being vacancies, that means they have to be filled, and we have been looking far and wide and had numerous interviews with people, and we have selected some of the most fabulous people you could ever believe. Different from what we had, but still equally wonderful. We have hired a teacher who is trained cheerleading coach, and you can just imagine what she's going to do for us. We have a male teacher that we're adding to the middle school in the language and literature department, and he is a minor league, or was a minor league baseball player. We have added a teacher for the art, who is a nature lover, believes in green textures, outdoor things, and she's going to add a whole different flavor to our art department than we've had before. It's going to be hard to top Nancy, but she has a new way of approaching it. She's also a horsewoman, which makes her very interesting. We have teachers who are coming and bringing their children with them. We have teachers that are coming that are not bringing children with them. We also have a teacher to teach our Spanish from Spain. So we are going to have Spanish taught throughout our school with the goal of having our children bilingual by the time they leave. Now, what's coming up next is the part that is going to be exciting. Besides the new teachers, of course, are exciting. But we are going to, in the middle school, we are going to start the initiation of our 21st Century Initiative. And this will employ numerous changes in our campus. One will be block scheduling. Another will be a much larger, more increased inclusion of technology and critical thinking into our curriculum. And we are also going to be employing differentiated learning, which simply means that education doesn't come out of a box and doesn't fit every person evenly. So the emphasis at Hendrix is going to be tap into the strengths, tap into the weaknesses of our children, and help them grow through areas of challenge and to maximize their areas of strength. We are very, very excited about this. I would like to remind you that Hendrix is noted for something that 21st Century is telling us is critical, if you don't mind my using that word, critical to education, and that is our critical thinking. We have been doing it now for 7, almost 8 years, and we do it and do it well. Also, our habits of mind are stressed with our children, which are the skills that they need to possess in order to be successful in life. So if you put that package together, critical thinking, habits of mind, increased technology, and encore classes, which are resource classes added to the core curriculum, that makes a very, very strong package. And that will be 6th through 8th grade. Elementary will be handled, their resources, in exactly the same way. Okay. Now here's the challenge. I was told by the school board that they wanted us this year and next year to emphasize enrollment and try to put a child in every single seat on this campus. That serves so many purposes. I see the wisdom in this, and it fulfills one of the demands of our strategic plan. We want to ask you to help us with that part of this project. We want to make it worth your while. We want you to go to some extra trouble, and we want to do something for you. You are our best salespeople. You go into the community, you talk to people all the time, swimming pool, church, grocery store, wherever. You have something to talk about and be proud of. Hendrix Pride is going to be the main selling point for internal and external communication and publication to our families. What will we do for you? We decided, we sat down and thought, what would you value? And we came up with an idea. What about every family at Hendrix who brings another family, regardless of the number of children, 1, 5 is great, but 1 to 5, to Hendrix gets 1 free lunch for the year. A year-long lunch ticket for 1 child in your family, which means you don't have to fix lunch. Now, I don't know how you feel about that, but when I had children in school, that would have been a big deal for me. The value to you is close to $1,000 if you bring 1 family to Hendrix. So let's make an asserted effort to get out, talk about what is great about Hendrix, and invite people to come and look at our school. You sell it, you know what's here, and you know how unique Hendrix is. So help us with that, and we of course will be doing our good job, and we can put a child in every seat next year. Before I close, let me thank you for letting us work with your child this year, or children, and also for being a part of our family. We feel like we are all one great big family, and honestly, I think every child in Jacksonville, Florida deserves a Hendrix State School education, and you can help us do that. I'm going to close the way I do from the morning show in the mornings and say, I love you, God loves you, have a good day, and be kind to others. Bye.